Hello, fellow fiber collectors and stitch enthusiasts. It's Dee, and this is YDC TV. I hope you are doing well, and today we are going to talk about finished objects. I have a few for you today, some acquisitions and some works in progress. So let's get started. So let's start with what's in your cup. I'm drinking oolong tea today. Now, sweaters have always been something I wanted to make that kind of scared me. So when Marley Bird decided to do a knit along, I was like, why not? And she did two of them together at the same time. And I have supplies for both of them, but I went with this one, and I'm so happy I did. This one is the Nomad Fair Isle knit sweater. Sorry, looking at my notes. And I went with the called for yarn, the Pantone alpaca blend, and the 5.5 millimeter knitting needles for all of the ribbing in the neck and around the waist, which is a US 9. And then I also did the 6 millimeter or the US 10 for the Fair Isle and the body. I'll tell you that the Fair Isle took me nothing flat to do. It was a whip. Nothing flat. The body, the arms took me forever. I don't know why. It just did. So I did the standard medium, the medium large, and it took exactly the amount of yarn that it suggested. Well, actually, no. I had one of the green left, and I had ordered an extra white, but now I have enough to do something else with. So I'll look at the yarn and tell you what it is in just a minute. I learned with this how to do short rows. I did not know how to do those. She gave two variations of short rows, standard short rows and German short rows. I chose to do German short rows. I loved it. I chose to do Jenny's Super Stretchy Bind Off, which I learned from this book here, which was suggested by Chevy Rao from Chevy's Stuff podcast. I enjoy this book so far that I've found, different cast-ons and cast-offs. Super enjoy it. Highly recommend it. I will definitely be doing more sweaters because I'm going to be traveling whenever this is over to a colder climate. Super excited about that. So I'm going to need warm sweaters, and this is definitely warm, being alpaca. So yes. So give me just a second because, like I said, this is warm. Let's talk the yarn that I used for that beautiful sweater. The two colors that I had chosen are Lagoon and Birch. They are bulky 5s, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 155 yards, and 142 meters, 60% acrylic, 22% wool, and 10% nylon, 8% alpaca. So yes, very beautiful. I have not blocked the sweater yet, but I will be doing that very soon. So now on to some other finished objects. I have made a couple more blue hats. This was made on the Addy. Both reversible, or it's reversible. This is from one of the bulk schemes that I was using. And then there's this one, which I have chosen this one. And I just loved how the colors just played on this one. And doesn't want to roll right. Just love that. And then on to acquisitions. I was watching the Grocery Girls and they had their 4-year anniversary for their podcast. And they had some yarn made up. And this is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 400 meters, and 437 yards. It's a 4-ply sock, 100 grams on the, then you have the two 20-gram minis. So I am looking forward to working this up. I believe the color is Teresa. So I am excited to make something out of those. So there's the main one, and there's the two other ones. That is pretty true to color. I'm really liking how that is showing up. So you can see the blend of colors there and the speckle, and then how they will come through. You can see a little bit here of where the oranges come in for where the orange will come out. And as well as that, it came with a cute little 12-ounce double-walled cup. So that is what I've been up to. I don't have my other hat, but I know it's from, I think it's Yarnspirations that I'm making. It's a crocheted hat with little tassels on the top. So I'm looking forward to finishing that one up and showing you next week. So if you enjoyed this short little video, please hit subscribe and a thumbs up. Leave a comment on how you're doing and what you're working on. I'm excited to hear about it. And if you'd like to join the Facebook group, go on over and join the Facebook group and show some pictures of what you've been up to. The link for that is in the description below. And until we see each other again,